All right, Shalom. For the first, we want to give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakah, Kodash, Barakatam, the honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and to all I can across the globe, pushing the word of truth and consider and say Shalom. So I died now from the Great Millstone Camp, Chicago, another lesson. So the lesson is going to be an installment where I speak from experience. And we're in the truth, you know, we try not to offend brothers by any means, man, by our words, our actions. Okay, so it's very our manners. So it's very important to keep in mind those things because you never know what's going to offend a brother. All right, and also you can do some things that that'll set yourself back. All right, um, just like for me, for instance, like you may need help, and you may have some things in the works. You may have a job lined up, or or you maybe waiting on a check, or maybe waiting on a gift from somebody. Things don't happen, so you prohibit yourself from asking for help. And when those things don't come through, guess what? You're stuck in a bind. Okay, and we gotta be careful of not to let our pride go in the way of common sense. All right. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Sirach 20 and 22. There is that destroyeth his own soul through bashfulness, and by accepting of persons overthroweth himself. All right. Let your yea be yea and your nay be nay. All right. If you're hungry, you haven't ate nothing, and somebody asks you, offer you something to eat, and you take it. Sometimes you may be around a brother, and I have a particular brothers, that we're really, really close. And, we're so close to the point that we damn near know if they got money to afford certain things or not. This is not meddling in their business, it's just knowing my brother, knowing my brothers. And they may ask you, hey, are you hungry? You'd be like, nah, because you done heard them say that, they didn't pay this, they didn't pay that, they heard and this and that, only got money for this. Okay, but at the same time, if your brother asks you if you're hungry and he know you're hungry, hey, take it. Hey, what's the opposite of that? You're gonna be hungry. Right, you have no money. You waiting on your check to come tomorrow. All right, but the Lord put a spirit on that brother to feed you. So take those things, man. If a brother want to throw you a couple bucks for gas, even though you got a full tank, and it may be the last one that you put in your tank. Hey, take it, man. It's the Lord sending His help to you. All right. So there is that destroyeth his own soul through bashfulness, by accepting a person's overthroweth himself. All right, man. You can do more hurt to yourself than good by being over righteous. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. It's in the Psalms, I believe. It says, Ecclesiastes 7:16. It says, "Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why should thou destroy thyself?" Right, man. You can't be over righteous over everything, man. And I had a problem with this the first few years, and even now, to a certain degree, I believe, of being OR, man. Okay, we would, I personally would do a lot of things that was over righteous, and it would get brought out, in the midst of the congregation, and you get put in your place for it. So you gotta be careful to have a balance and an understanding in these scriptures when it comes to being OR and and being bashful. Okay, all right, and being overright over much. That would be personally to me. Everybody's brother is different. You got some brothers who play video games on Shabbat. Let's just take it for that. Okay. All right. I don't play video games on Shabbat. All right. But for some brothers, that's their rest. Some brothers may, I don't know, man, my goodness. Let me give you another example. You go to these restaurants, right? And these restaurants, they cook your chicken or cut your chicken up and your ham up on the same cutting board. All right, so you might not want to, you don't want to eat it. You don't want to go there. Oh, they do this and do that to their food. Well, guess what? All right, the places where you go where they think everything is lawful, hey, they're doing some unlawful things too. So we gotta be careful and being balanced with being over righteous, man, because you could easily destroy yourself, man. All right. It's Sirach 20 and 22. It says, "There that destroyeth his own soul through bashfulness, by accepting a person's overthroweth himself," man. Right, man. We can be our own worst enemy when it comes to this truth, man. All right. This is the point. There is that for bashfulness promises to a friend, maketh himself an enemy for nothing, man. All right, because you're afraid to tell a brother no. All right, now you done made surety of something that you cannot deliver, man. All right, I myself have done this thing also, man. I say for instance, we got a group me and and I'm not saying to shame any brother, but I myself am constantly in need of some things, man, monetarily, all right, materially, all right. So, and likewise for other brothers, man. So when we're in this truth, you want to help so bad, okay? That you may promise a brother something, all right? It may be a ride to the store. A brother may go to the store and, like, I'll take you to the store, but that taking them to the store may require gas money that you're afraid to ask for, all right? You may may have a previous engagement that you cannot be late for, but you take them anyway because you promised the brother instead of just saying, "Hey, I can't do it right now," and now you're late. Now you missed your appointment, and you may have been late picking up the kids or whatever. All right, and in turn you don't help that brother. Now the brother depended on that, and now he's upset with you. Okay, so we gotta be careful and be aware that be aware of the things that we're saying and the things that we promise to brothers, man. Okay, and the things that we present ourselves as a friend or the brother who's willing to help or lend a helping hand. But all the while, you can't do it, man. You get child support taken out. You get child support taken out your check, right? You pay for rent, you pay for everything. And you promise the brother $40. But the brother count on that $40 for you to be, for him to help his situation. You maybe only be able to give him 10 or 15. Although your heart is in the right place, man. Okay, but your words and actions don't line up. So therefore, you put another brother in a situation based on the things that you have promised him, and now the brother is mad at you. Okay, so we gotta be very, very mindful of the things that we are promising brothers. Matter of fact, in the power of thine hand, right? Power. This is Proverbs 3:27. It says, "Withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of thy hand to do so," man. All right, and we a lot of times we help so bad that we say things that we know we can't deliver on, man. All right, if you know you can't give a brother a certain thing, hey, either don't offer it to him, okay, or give him what you can to help. Okay, sometimes you don't have $40 to give a brother. I mean, I don't got 40, but he go 5. He go 10. Or brother, I really can't afford it. I just filled up my gas tank or whatsoever, man. Okay, so withhold not good from them to what is due, right, man? So if you borrow some money, and I'm guilty of this to this day. All right, I didn't borrow money for Ubers and Lyfts and a lot of things, man. A lot of folly. There's particular brothers who helped me out a lot behind the closed doors. All right, and I done partially paid them. Okay, some debts I've put off for a very long while. although brothers don't say anything about it, hey, they still owe that money, man. Okay, you owe a brother some money and you go out and buy Jordans, okay? Or you owe a brother some money and you go out of town and spend it on drinks and harlots or things like that, man. Okay? Hey, although the brother understands, we are in the flesh, brothers understand, the brothers are very understanding because we all go through the same things. But at the same time, man, hey, brothers expect to be paid for the thing that they lent out, man. So withhold not good from them to whom it is due, but in the power of thy hand to do so, man. All right. So if you're able to do something and to fulfill your word, okay, to help that brother, man. All right, to repay that brother, hey, you should do those things, man. All right. In other words, surety above thy strength, right? I'm gonna try to spell surety. It's right. This is Sirach 8:13. So be not surety above thy power, for thou be surety take care to pay it, man. All right. And surety is basically a promise or oath that you make with a person. All right. Usually through a third party. A brother put his name on the line for you, for another brother to help you or a resource to help you. And you gotta come through on that, man. All right. If a brother say like this, all right, and if a brother makes a deal, so to speak, with an outside party, right? Hey, I'm gonna have you this X amount of money. I'm gonna use money because money is my freaking issue a lot of times, as for a lot of brothers. All right, so a brother may have an issue, okay, with a third party, but like, hey, I can't. I owe you, right? I owe somebody a favor, but I can't do the favor. Say like somebody needs their drywall done, right? Okay. Well, if a brother come to me, but like, hey, I owe to do the favor, the drywall. I don't know how to drywall. Can you do it, right? And you say you can do it. All right. The brother is expecting you to fulfill that lot, to fulfill that office, to fulfill that favor, that duty for that brother, because that brother himself has put his name on the line for you. All right, so we got to make sure that we're able to do the things that we say. All right, if I say I'm a painter and the brother says, "Hey, this brother is a painter. He's good. He's on time with you at the bam." All right, and you go and you go to the job late, drunk, or you half-ass do the job. All right, or maybe a job that you can't even do. All right, now that brother put his name on the line, his reputation on the line, based on the things that you said you can deliver. All right. So we gotta be careful to make your yay yay and make your nay nay, man. All right, we don't want to be in a situation to where you're holding the bag because of some things that you what Big John say, overhyped and underdeveloped, so to speak. All right, you don't want to put yourself out there, all right, knowing that you're not capable of doing the task, man. All right. So we got to, matter of fact, to get this right, 29 and 16, because we talked about how we make our enemy for nothing, right? It says, a sinner will overthrow the good estate of his surety, man. All right? So you got to be careful who you are allowing to be careful of who you're allowing to help your name, so to speak, man. All right, I'm not gonna get a crackhead to do something that I know he's not capable of doing. All right, or know that he's not consistent in doing, man. Okay, you got some brothers and some people. I'm gonna say people, all right, because brother have their own name. I'm gonna say some people, right? You may have a cousin or a family member that has down to the luck. All right, he may not be in the truth, but you say, hey, all right, my grandma needs her lawn cut. Okay, so you have him to go cut the lawn, and he doesn't do it, hey, that makes your name look bad, man. All right? That means any further things that I may have, for you to make some odds and ends, hey, you're no longer going to be involved in it, man. Okay, so we got to make sure that our yay be yay and our nay be nay, and to make sure that we speak up for ourselves, man. Let me get this real quick. A good name. It says, Ecclesiastes 7:1, a good name is better than precious ointment, a day of death than the day of one's birth, man. All right, so you got to have a good name. Part of that good name is not being bashful, man. All right, if it's in the power of your hand to do something, you do it. All right, there's nothing wrong with telling a brother no. There's nothing wrong with offering the help that you can offer, man. All right, because ultimately at the end of the day, your name is on the line, your word. Okay, we want to be honorable and respectable men. So guess what? Our name and our word got to be on point, man. All right. Look at this roof. I'm gonna close out on back on the Sirach 20 and 22. There is that destroyeth his own soul through bashfulness, by setting of persons overthroweth himself, man. So we can't destroy ourselves because, matter of fact, I want to get this too. Bashfulness. Let's see what that word means. Bashfulness. All right, so I know that didn't work. The bashfulness of the vocabulary.com, right? Bashful means to be shy or timid. When you might feel bashful when meeting a famous actress or high-ranking government official, or just someone who you find really good looking. All right, well, it basically means shy or timid, man. Okay, we can't be shy or timid in our words, man. We got the Spirit of the Lord on us, man. Okay, we're supposed to be direct, make things plain upon tables. All right, so we got to make sure that we don't destroy ourselves because we're being timid, man. Because you're afraid to tell a brother to put a brother in his place. Because you're afraid to tell brothers, hey, this is what it is. This is what I need out of you. All right, because at the end of the day, all right, if your name is on the line, if you be made surety of something, guess what? It's gonna fall on you, man. Okay, all right. And by it falling on you, hey, you could be putting yourself in a situation of great detriment, man. There is that destroyeth his own soul through bashfulness, and by accepting a person overthroweth himself. Right, man, because a brother may be your friend. You may live with a brother. All right, you may have a history with a brother, so you don't want to tell them certain things that you may need or that you may require that brother through the Spirit. And at the end of the day, guess who it's gonna fall on, man? It's gonna fall on you. All right. There is that for bashfulness promises to a friend, maketh himself an enemy for nothing, man. All right, and we've all done that, man. All right, we want to help so bad. All right, then the day comes and something else pops up, and guess what? You don't answer the phone for him. All right, you didn't show up. You didn't get a brother not a warning, a call, a heads up to tell them that you can and couldn't do something, man. All right, and now the brother's mad. He may have lost a chance on a job opportunity. All right, he may have had a call, a taxi for his kids with the money that he didn't have extra to use. Okay, and ultimately you put brothers in a situation worse than what they were in when you asked them. Why? Because they depended on you to come through. So with that, I want to say, Kahala, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the honor to the apostles and the elder of the great millstone. Till next time, Shalom.